Hey, my name's Taryn Berthoff, and I'm going to be reviewing a fragrance for you guys. It's a fragrance that's dear to my heart because it got me into loving fragrances. I was 13 years old traveling from Italy into France on a vacation, and there was a gentleman on the bus that I kept smelling, and I was going, oh my gosh, what is this? And I asked him, I approached him and said, what is that you're wearing? It's amazing. I had never really conceptualized cologne except maybe aftershave or barbershop fragrances, and he approached me, said this is from Fragonard, which is in Aix, France. I ended up going to tour the factory and found Suivez Moi, which is the fragrance that he was wearing that day. It's a gorgeous fragrance. In my eyes, this is a gourmand fragrance. It's very heavy on the vanilla. It's heavy on bergamot, it's fresh, it's creamy. It's not so much of a sensual fragrance. It's not a fragrance that I would wear to a serious business meeting. It doesn't smell refined and old. It has a lot of lavender, so you do have that floral scent in it, but I find this to be somewhat unisex. It's not feminine, even though it has that floral note, that lavender. It's very refreshing, calming. I could see both men and women really loving this fragrance. For the price, very inexpensive. This bottle is 200 milliliters, and you can buy it for somewhere around $50 US. It has hints of lime, musk, vanilla. There's orange, lily of the valley, and iris. It is a very nice fragrance, and if I were to compare it to one fragrance that you might know, it would be Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male or Le Male Ultra. Both of these fragrances, which these are just decants that I purchased from a friend, both of these fragrances are very similar, except with Jean Paul Gaultier's line, you get more pear, you get more cinnamon. There are a few other notes which I'm not, maybe cardamom in that, which are not present in Suivez Moi by Fragonard. This is clean. You could wear it to the office, you could wear it on a date, you could wear it at the beach, you could wear it when you're sweating. It's not going to be overbearing in the summertime, and it's also a good winter fragrance. To me, even though I first smelled this in the summer, I think smells very reminiscent of a wintertime vacation, sitting by the fireside. It's snowing outside, someone's baking cookies. That's almost what you get. A very vanilla, amber, edible kind of fragrance. The longevity is great with this, especially for the price. It is a niche brand, and it's not a commercialized brand. I don't know many people who've ever heard of this brand, but the longevity is great. I think this lasts about 6 to 8 hours, and it is an eau de toilette, which is surprising that it has that kind of longevity. It's a refillable bottle. You can unscrew the top here, buy a 600 milliliter bottle, but I think it's 60 euros. Oh, I don't know how that translates to US dollars, but maybe around 75 or 80 US dollars, I would imagine. And you can keep on going. I like that it comes in this aluminum bottle. It's not going to break if you throw it in your luggage. You're not going to run out. I've never had an issue with these bottles leaking, and this is by far one of the best travel scents I have. It's good for most occasions. I wouldn't wear it to a serious business meeting. If you're wanting to smell mature, old, and maybe a bit more refined, this wouldn't be the scent. But if you're looking for a good time, you're wanting to go out, smell great, it's warm, you're sweating, excellent fragrance. Can't beat it for the money. As far as how much depth there is, I would say there's some depth to this fragrance, but it's not going to be quite like a MFK, right? It's not quite the same as Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Grand Soir, for example, where you have this great range from the top note to the base note. This, it hits you at once. It's a good accord. It's harmonious. There's a nice creamy nature about this, and I would recommend it to anyone. Very inexpensive for what you get. That's Suivez Moi by Fragonard out of Aix, France. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be having more videos in the future. Stay tuned.